They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Hurts to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Eagles nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The 28-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Fuller, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Darryl Roberts on the...
He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
Brings up...
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, it's Fuller, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
39-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a give right side. Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58. Mike, we want this. Trap 60. Hey, smash. 58, come on. Not here. Hurry, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Under 10. I like it. 18.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58. Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 58.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. That'll make our score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bears 14, Eagles 7.
Second down now. It's Patterson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the Bears first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he finds Howard complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Patterson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll try the left side. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Eagles.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
With it on the return is Logan. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up. 60. Back to 60. No street.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 70 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They run with Patterson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carried by.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Devon Hargrave.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On second and goal, Jackson. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 31, Eagles 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Logan on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 34-yard line.
I got you. 58 to the mark. Shift. Show it up. Little three. He's chopping.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, stop. Check me out.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
Freeman again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Get him, get him, get him. 60 back, 60 back. Yeah, Mike.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Quez Watkins, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this second half. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Eagles 15. Jake Elliott to kick off for.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Always got some breathing room. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Marr, up and good.
Eagles
and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Marr is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. With it on the return is Logan. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Logan on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Eagles 23. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Wells. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfect. And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 17, Jackson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
39-yard line.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Fuller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. That catch good for only a couple.
22-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 78 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, Patterson. And some room to maneuver. Cordero Patterson, the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Eagles.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Jackson now. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish.